Yo, we're here.
Hello.
Back by popular demand, we asked the Discord what y'all wanted to see, and there was a variety of suggestions, but I think the most prominent one was the Forge, which was you take a deck per week or per stream, and we run it up against two other decks in 2 matches, sideboarded. We haven't played matches at all this set.
Not this set.
So we're gonna get back into some match play. We'll do the Forge for a little bit until we get tired of it, and then we might pivot to something else.
Yeah,
but
that's probably like a 2 or 3 week thing.
Yeah. But we built these 4 decks to represent the Forge. Today, we're not actually doing a traditional Forge stream. We're just gonna play these decks in kind of like a top 4 format against each other, single elimination, and just kind of play them, get a feel for them. We got Sabine ECL. This was the winner. This is the same list as the winner from last weekend at Richmond. And Cad Playing Tarkentown. This was, I think, at top 8 from Richmond that I put together. These, go ahead.
This Quinlan Tarkentown is the 2nd place from Richmond.
Okay.
And then this Qi'ra Data Vault is some large tournament in Europe. I put the link in the description in the deck list thing, but this is I didn't grab one from Richmond. I grabbed something else, but I modified one small thing in the deck. I swapped out Phase 3 Dark Troopers for Death Troopers, and I think they are relatively interchangeable. The Phase 3 Dark Trooper might be better. It might be. I don't know. But yeah, that was like the change.
I guess you can like play it and then shield it with Qi'ra.
I think it's like we're talking like minor, I think, percentage points either way. The Phase 3 Dark Trooper is better with Vader because you can play Vader, kill something, and then also put a Sentinel into play. Mm-hmm. But the Dark Trooper is better earlier in the game, right? You have initiative, you play Battlefield Marine, I play Pike, you kill the Pike with your Battlefield Marine, I can play Death Trooper, finish off the Pike.
I mean, even Death Trooper on Vader can do stuff later in the game. Like you could trade
I think it's
7 HP your leaders.
I think it's less good off of Vader.
Yeah.
But I think it's better earlier in the game. Now, this list is also playing 3 copies of this card, the Tie Dagger Vanguard. Which I think it's because your early drops in this deck are actually just like they don't match up well against the Sabine units.
So you end up like trading them into the units and then playing the Vanguard?
Well, so like you play I play Inferno 4, you play A-Wing. Okay, Inferno 4 can't kill the A-Wing. But I can attack into the A-Wing with the Inferno 4, or you attack into me, then I play the TIE Fighter, and I can kill the A-Wing.
That makes sense.
Or I play Pike Sentinel, and you play Battlefield Marine, right? Like, it's just copies 4, 5, and 6 of Death Trooper after a fashion. Plus, I think it probably pairs well on her flip turn. There's probably a lot of things that you can kill when you flip Qi'ra and damage everything.
That makes sense too.
Then those TIE Fighters can finish stuff off. I guess you could also does it specify enemy units? You may deal 2 damage to a damaged unit. So you can actually do it to Qi'ra and let Qi'ra hit a little bit harder than she would.
That's probably relevant.
So I don't know. It's got multi-purpose. I think the ability to finish off stuff that's damaged is probably pretty good in the deck. Something else that is in this, we haven't played Qi'ra in quite some time.
I don't remember what it was like to play with or against Qi'ra. I don't know that I ever played with Qi'ra because you have the showcase and we most of the time made the decks.
The Devastating Gunship, you can also deploy that on her flip turn.
I'm a big fan of Devastating Gunship.
So you can use her to get something close to death and then use the Devastating Gunship to finish something off.
Yeah, that's
and then sweet. And her ability pairs well with the Devastating Gunship, so you can damage it, make it a 5/3 shielded. So anyway, that's what's going on with this Qi'ra deck. The Quinlan, I don't know.
It's Quinlan, right? Are you playing Grogu's in that one? No, that listed not have Grogu's.
Does not have Grogu's. It had Gorilla Soldiers, which I think is totally fine. If you are the one without initiative, if you are forced to take initiative and you play like your 2-drop, into this thing, then you're like way ahead on the damage race. This either damages whatever they had already played to set it up for Tarkin Town, or just dumps a bunch of damage in their base and then it's ready. So I think the Guerrilla Soldier is like a pretty good call in this deck. And then this version was playing 3 ofs on the 4 drops, both Ahsoka and Qi'ra. Wherever Qi'ra ended up. So both Ahsoka and Qi'ra. So I mean I think the deck is like well positioned against kind of control decks, because you are just in their hand. You got surprise strikes, you got force throws, you got Qi'ra, you got Ahsoka, right? So you're just like aggressively in the hand, discarding stuff that wins them the game. So
there was a tournament today that had almost 900 people in it.
That's a lot,
which is crazy, right? The winner was Sabine Data Vault.
Yeah,
which there was the only Sabine Data Vault in that tournament.
Yeah,
that's wild, right?
So you end up with 8 more health over the other Sabine decks. And then looking at it, that deck was ready to go the distance because it had like...
It was mid-range. It was playing Senatorial Corvette.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It was playing like the attack wings. It was playing like the 5 drops, which I think are pretty good with Sabine, right?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of sticky. They don't really like want to... They don't want to die to like the common removal in the game. Plus, it was playing like Radis.
Yeah, it was playing a Radis.
So it had like some resistance stuff. I mean, Radis is nutso.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It was very rare for it to actually have Sentinel because you need the Poe in play sitting. But the Radis went defeated effect as well.
I think there were a couple of the 5-drop spaceships that could give the Radis Sentinel as well. Because like one of those ships is a resistance thing. But
I know the Corvette's not. Maybe the +2.
That thing, I want to say that's New Republic, but maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Resistance, New Republic, like, come on, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
come on.
So that deck, I mean, I think if you're the only person in the field with a specific brew and you're playing stuff counterintuitively,
people aren't ready for it. People have been testing against ECL Sabine for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you bring something different and they're like, oh, it's just Sabine. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, it's always pinging you because it has more health than you. And it's like, it's winning the race because it's positioned to win the race.
Yeah, more, so. It's behind.
It's playing into the
like
game.
You started several steps behind the other deck, right? And it wasn't playing like the straight Rebel package, right? Like I
don't think so.
But it was playing a lot of things that did buff generically. I think it was like, but it was also still playing For a Cause.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if you're playing Data Vault, I think For a Cause is pretty good in there, right? Because that lets you filter to the stuff that wins the game faster. So I think the thing is a lot of it's like mid-game stuff were things that pushed you past the opponent in the race, right? Being able to take initiative and give something +2 on the back of a 4/6 body and attacking with something, that's good action economy. So interesting brew. I definitely applaud that because I think it's I like seeing a tournament where conventional knowledge is kind of turned on its head. So.
Sabine was like very highly represented in the tournament. I mean, as expected, right? And it was 3 or 4 of the top 8.
I don't want to say the deck is the easiest deck to play. However, I do think it's
definitely the easiest aggro deck.
The correct line of play most often is whatever you have on the table. Whatever does the most damage, you do that to the opponent, and then let your opponent figure out how to beat you.
Yeah,
right?
There's some nuance going into like later turns, especially if things don't quite go your way in the early game.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to reduce it down to go face.
I just think that Sabine in general is just like a very, very powerful leader, more powerful than other leaders that exist in the game.
Well, I think she's very aggressive. I mean, I think her action, her leader side action is one that can close games. I think there's like a lot of inertia with the deck up to like turn 6. Easiest high power deck, but knowing when to ECL, yeah, right, or knowing when to data vault over ECL, right? That seems to be the seems to be the thing here.
I mean, there was really good casting, by the way, at this tournament. I was watching a lot of it. amazing commentators in the European land. Bossy was pretty great. A lot of people complained that he was too enthusiastic when he was casting. In chat, people were like, he's getting too excited about every car. I'm like, he's just doing.
Have
a
you
job.
ever watched the sports broadcast?
He's making it fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry that his enthusiasm turns you off.
Maybe sorry he's not Joe Buck enough for you. I'm gonna have Joe Buck fans beating me up in the comments now.
Yeah, the Joe Buck fan.
I was gonna say, you want the casters to be excited about what's happening, right? Like, you gotta kind of present it.
When we did commentary, it was more like golf style because we couldn't be excited because we were too
we
close to the tables. 7 feet
from the table.
If we were like, oh, he's got a force throw in hand or something, then they would just hear us. So
yeah.
We were like, well, he's going to play a force throw. Not that we ever commented on Star Wars, but for context,
I guess we haven't even really commented in over a year.
Yeah,
right?
It's been more than a year
because I think it was
Keyforge Celebration.
Keyforge last 2023. I think was the last time we got to do any commentary. I was gonna say we had the Revan spoiler.
Yeah, Darth Revan, and it's mono villainy aspect.
Yes, and it's not canon. I was gonna make a joke about the green space rabbit from the Star Wars comic book, the one from the 70s and 80s. There's this dude named Jackson, who is a green space bunny. But apparently he is actually canon again because he was in some comic books from like 2019, 2020.
Okay.
He is really funny looking. And I was like, finally, I can have the Jackson commander. But then I was like, I went to Wikipedia just to make sure that the joke was correct. And I was like, oh, you're telling me Jackson is not Legends? He's actual canon? He was in the current run, like not the current run, but some Disney executive signed off on Green Space Bunny.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Jackson, get him in there. Those 40-year-old nerds will go crazy for this. And so I couldn't use Jackson, so I had to pivot the joke to Yuuzhan Vong.
Which the Yuuzhan Vong expansion.
Yeah. What was that? The Ooglith maskers or whatever? The things that they'd put over their face to pretend to be other people.
No, I did not read that shit.
It's garbage.
Is it Secret War, basically?
So it's
I should
like
have asked this question.
It's like
I should not have.
It's like Skrulls plus Cobra Law.
Okay.
I think I don't think anybody would disagree with that assessment. And I'm glad that you recently watched the G.I. Joe movie, so you understand the Cobra Law reference. But yeah, it's going to be like the Skrulls if they were from Cobra Law.
I see.
They're from outside the universe, and like there's this whole funny thing. The whole reason why Palpatine was building the Death Star is because he knew the Yuuzhan Vong might come one day.
So they do sort of set this up in the Thrawn novels because Thrawn is worried about a threat
from outside
the galaxy. Yeah. And they have not expanded on that. I didn't read the third Thrawn book, so maybe they did.
The problem is, I think, if you use an external threat in Star Wars, one, it's probably going to be lame.
Yeah.
And then two, it's the drill tweet. You do not gotta hand it to the Empire, right? Like you really shouldn't make it so that the Empire is making a correct decision at any point in time, because a lot of the Star Wars thing just kind of crumbles in on itself, right? It's fine.
So you can make the point where it's like the Empire is mobilizing, like Thrawn's motivation is to like get the Empire to make it a good organization to be able to fight this threat.
Yeah.
But then you still have the Empire being a fascist organization that is toppled by a republic or by like a
external factors,
freedom fighters, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have the freedom fighters still be able to defeat the external threat after defeating the fascism. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, you don't gotta hand it to the Emperor, is what I'm saying.
Maybe they build their Freedom Star or whatever.
The Freedom Star,
yeah. They can blast off. All right, we should play games.
Okay, so let's random
matchups. Yeah,
let's random, because I don't actually know. Like, I think probably Cad and Sabine is like a might slightly really favor Cad, right? But anyway, so you roll even odd, and it'd be like odd for Sabine, even for Cad Playing. So odd for Sabine, and then even odd even so Qi'ra. Now, actually, I think pre-sideboard, I don't know about this matchup.
One of these sleeves is going to split very soon.
You're gonna be.
I'm looking around to see if I have one in handy.
You're gonna be livid. I have a backup pack of Cortexes down there in case one of these purple sleeves split.
First time viewer, long time listener, my dearly beloved Cad is meta now. It makes me happy, but also sad. Cad didn't do that great in today's tournament, like this weekend's tournament. I don't know how many Cads there were run, but I think the highest placing Cad was in the 20s or 30s.
So I think Cad might be a dog to Qi'ra because Qi'ra's units are really only there to be like a speed bump until you get to like the unbeatable late game, right? Like, yeah, that's what I think, right? Like you're missing, like, if there was a 7-drop profundity for yellow villainy, then you might have a little bit better of a chance, right? The thing is like the card that beat control was triple dark raid because it gives you like a lot of extra value, but now that's gone. So you have a lot of like really good tempo tools. You're really good at fighting other people's units, but your units themselves aren't powerful enough to like beat Vader and Reinforcement Walker and the Avenger and Devastator. Yeah, right. There's too much removal for the tie. Okay, so these, I think it's easy to. I mean, you're looking at like a Qi'ra, and you're like, well, I got 2 8-drops in my opening hand. All right, I will play Inferno 4
Marine.
I'll take initiative.
I'll damage.
Okay.
I got damage here.
Are you... Maybe you aren't good enough right now. I am going to resupply.
I'll Fleet Lieutenant for 5.
I'll take initiative.
I'll damage. There was a Kylo Red that did pretty well, and there were the one spot from top 8 was Kazuda that just lost out on tie breaks. So it was like 2 people with that record, and that deck did not advance. So that's probably worth looking at.
Yeah, somebody was talking about how they lost to Kazuda Red with the Asajj deck because they outraced them in space, and you're not like interacting with spaceships. So
Oscillator.
Yeah, that was the first version. The first draft of Kazuda I built was Oscillator to make the deck like a little bit more consistent. But I probably need to revise what I had in my version because I think I was like too bought in on Kazuda's ability when you should just be like, when you should use his ability for like Contracted Hunter and Fireball, and that's it, and don't worry about stuff like the 3/2 Saboteur Bounty.
Yeah, just play like good stuff.
Just play A-Wing instead.
Just play good stuff.
Okay. I'm in the tank over what resource here. It's rounded down, right? Rounded down. Maybe I resource you? Is that insane? Okay. You will just run Qi'ra out there into a K2. We play this thing. If I deploy Qi'ra and you K2 me, I'm gonna be so mad. I guess I'll play a Pike Sentinel.
I'll fight it.
And then I'm gonna play a Super Laser Tech.
I'll fight you for 3.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll ping us.
I will pass.
I'll deploy Sabine.
I will pass.
I'll attack you for 3.
I will pass.
I'll play K2.
I will take the initiative.
Yes.
The question there is deploy Qi'ra or not, or take initiative or not. Oh, I shouldn't resource this. I should resource this.
There's also a trench deck running around yesterday.
All right. Super Laser Tech's going to fight the Fleet Lieutenant.
I will attack you for 3.
Let's take down K2.
I'll do 3 damage. I'll attack you for 3.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll play Sabine.
I'll play Qi'ra. So everything takes damage.
Play Luke.
All right. 2 cards in hand. I'll Death Trooper himself and Sabine.
Take an ish.
I will have Qi'ra fight the Battlefield Marine. And then I'll pass.
I'll ECL Poe. I'll discard a Sabine to do 2 damage and I'll ambush there.
Entrenched Sabine. Gunship Luke.
Thank you for 3.
Take initiative.
Yes. I found the sleeve. Look at this. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh jeez.
Oh geez.
I'm gonna fill the dragon Poe.
I'll lead you for 3.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll roll Cassian.
Overwhelming Barrage and Blast Cassian.
I'll take initiative.
I'll hit you for 5. And then pass.
I'll Rebel Assault 4 damage.
Yeah. I'm wondering where I messed up. I think I bungled the.
Be right back.
I think I bungled the Qi'ra deploy turn. I think I messed up by not drawing Vigilance. I think that's the problem, is I didn't draw Vigilance. That probably would have gone a really long ways. Like, Vigilance would have gone crazy in that game.
Got some sleeves. Wish I had a nickel for every Dragon Shield Mat Pro duel that split.
Well,
I might be able to buy one more pack of it.
no, I was about to say, you'd only replace half of it.
Yeah.
So I think they're like 15 cents a sleeve.
Okay. What do I need on a sideboard here? Probably these guys. Maybe those.
Yeah, you had the K2, obviously.
Yeah.
So I had Overwhelming Barrage. So the question is, I also had No Glory, Only Results. And so I was trying to set up No Glory, Only Results on K2. Because that's minus like a whole bunch of damage, obviously. I resourced Maul, and it was probably correct not to resource Maul because I did get to 7 resources. And then Maul could have killed something. Maul would have come into play, ran over something, and then I'm also threatening to kill Justin. So Justin has to like interact with Maul. Since Maul doesn't have damage to... He doesn't have to do a whole lot of damage to the opponent for them to be in mortal peril. I'll take initiative.
Katanas, yeah, I do like some katanas.
But yeah, Vigilance would have gone crazy at some point in that game. I think there may have been a call somewhere in there to blow up my own Inferno 4 to dig for a Vigilance, because I would get 2 cards deeper. Yeah, I opted to play 2 things as opposed to deploying Qi'ra and using Overwhelming Barrage. I think if I think it would have felt really bad to deploy Qi'ra. So the problem is the overwhelming barrage with Inferno 4 wasn't going to be a 2-for-1. It was only going to kill one thing.
Even if you deployed Qi'ra, then I killed it with K2.
Yeah, you have 2 guys with 1 damage on them each, and that's not enough to. It would have gotten them.
Yeah.
Maybe I think that's what I was supposed to do. I think I was supposed to deploy Qi'ra, and then you're like incentivized to ECL right away, and then maybe that was the play. Maybe that was the play. I was trying to get the Qi'ra damage on Sabine too,
because I would have just had Sabine. It would have been like you deploy Qi'ra, I K2, you overwhelming barrage, I deploy Sabine, tackle Sabine.
Yeah,
and I just have Sabine.
Yeah. That may have been the line. I think maybe I was overthinking it. I felt like deploying 2 things and forcing you to interact with them was fine too, in a way. But yeah, maybe that was the line. Chalk that up to learning curve.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, like, we're not grinders.
Well, I mean, I like you see 99% of the games that I play.
Occasionally, 100% of the games I play.
I play a couple. I play a couple at the store occasionally, but there's like an extremely casual player base for this game. That has like that just like looks at this game as like, oh, it's Star Wars stuff, right? And that's like most of the customers in the store that I work for right now. A little something like that, perhaps. Inferno 4. These are out of here.
Sabine.
I will take initiative.
I'll shoot.
The extra health does make it feel a lot cozier, I would say.
I needed every one of those pings I was doing, by the way.
Yeah. The extra health makes it much, much cozier. Let's just power the dark side, yeah.
I'll play Fleet Lieutenant.
I'll take initiative.
Helping.
Maybe you've heard this one before. I'll power the dark side, yeah.
Yeah. I'll play K2.
Yeah, I'll take initiative.
I'll ping. I will deploy. I'll attack for 3. I'll Metal Ceremony. I think this is worth it. And pass.
I'm gonna no glory even results K2. And I think I should just discard a card from your hand. I don't think I care about damage for another I don't care about damage for another half hour of this game.
Discard Rebel Assault. I'll play Fleet Lieutenant. I'll attack for 7. No, 6. 6.
I'm gonna deploy Qi'ra, so everything's gonna take some damage.
I'll take initiative.
Let's smoke Sabine. And I'll attack you for 2. And then I'll pass.
I will timely the Sundari Peacekeeper into Qi'ra. So I restore 2.
I'm gonna vigilance the fleet lieutenant, kill it, and gain 5.
Okay, I'll ping.
Take the initiative. I don't think my 2 damage matters.
Yes.
Oh, Vader.
Because that's kind of why I'm not super interested in playing in a major tournament for this, because it'll be like 8 rounds of Swiss of brain meltingly deep thinking. So I'll play Fighters for Freedom.
I'll take initiative.
I'll play For a Cause. So 3 damage. I probably keep a Chewbacca around. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it's pretty slow right now. I do still have ECL. I guess Chewbacca could just kill Dr. Pershing. That's probably good. All right, that's probably good enough for me.
That's good. Discarded.
What? Oh, they get discarded. Yep. Did you do your damage yet? No. It's gonna be 5 damage. Oh no, it's gonna be 4 damage. Okay. And then I'll do.
I think you cheated me at 4 damage there.
Why?
Because I'd gained 5 off of vigilance. I'm like 99% sure. I was at like 7, or unless chat would like to correct me.
So I did do the 4 damage?
I think you did.
Okay.
But chat will let me know if I'm wrong here.
Things as well. Okay. Should be 12. Okay. That's 12.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. We'll have Vader kill the Fighters for Freedom.
I'll play Fighters.
I'll put top target on them.
I'll play For a Cause. I can dump these, I guess. I'll leave For a Cause on top. So I'll do 5 damage.
Sure. I'll overwhelming barrage and kill the Fighters for Freedom, and then gain 4. I guess technically it's that order.
I'll ping.
I'll attack you for 4.
I'll take initiative.
Pershing's going to conduct experiments of an ethical dubiousness.
Of course.
And then I'll play Pike. And then I'll pass.
We can just back it up here,
okay.
I think.
Vigilance.
It was a lot of very. It was you just dealing with all my shit in the best possible way every time I played it.
Yeah, I had. I think I drew 2 resupplies, and I was just like, well, I got removal up the curve, so I guess I'll just keep doing that, and that was more than enough.
play A-Wing.
Inferno 4.
Okay. I'll take initiative.
Pass.
I'll flee lieutenant.
Okay. I will fight the A-Wing.
I'll ping.
I'll Vanguard, finish off the A-Wing.
Take initiative.
I'll pass.
Take it for 3.
Take it for 2.
Ping.
Take it for 2.
Play A-Wing.
Take down the fleet lieutenant.
Play Luke pilot.
I'll take initiative.
Play Sabine. Take it for 3. Pass.
Overwhelming barrage will blow up the A-Wing.
Luke arrives. I'll hit you for 3.
Take it for 2.
I'll play Poe.
Tech you for 4.
Take initiative.
I'll deploy Qi'ra. Poe takes 3. This guy takes 1. This guy actually 2.
Yeah.
Actually takes 2. I'll trade with Poe. And you took initiative?
Yep.
So, pass. What could have been?
I'll attack you for 3.
Vanguard and damage Sabine.
Thank you for 3.
Oh, Death Trooper. Sabine, I guess. I think I already made it not to.
I'll ECL Wrecker. I will not defeat a resource. I'll just fight for a billion. So 2-6.
Take initiative.
Yes. Should play on. Yeah.
Mall Wrecker. You'll take 4.
Attack for 5. Boom. Sabined. Get Sabined.
I felt like my hand was a mulligan, and I think I was correct. I don't think these dagger vanguards are good enough against Sabine.
Yeah, there's.
I don't think
They were killing stuff.
I drew the stupid traitorous after I had killed the A-wing with Luke in it. Drew it then, which is stupid.
If you traitors, that Luke still comes and play under my control if it dies.
I have no idea, but I mean, you have to go kill it.
Yeah, I don't know how I kill it. I'm just wondering.
What's the wording on Luke?
If this upgrade would be defeated, put into play, and move him. You may instead move him to the ground arena as a unit and exhaust him. But you don't control the upgrade.
Yeah,
right?
I control the
unit.
ship.
Yeah.
Luke goes back to Sabine.
Okay.
All right. All right. We took out this. I took out these irrelevant spaceships. Also, no vigilance. I drew a top target after the Wrecker ECL thing, which I think sealed the game.
I did have a confiscate hanging out.
So
for those such shenanigans.
So no top target, no vigilance. I think it's gonna be hard to win a game.
Vigilance especially.
I think it's gonna be hard to win a game with no top target, no vigilance. What was the another no glory only results? I think was the other thing I sideboarded in. No, it was something else. No, traitorous. That's what I sideboarded in. Yeah. I need it in case you Chewbacca.
Oh yeah.
If you're like A-wing Chewbacca.
I don't feel like I can't really do that against Qi'ra. I mean, I guess it's good against Power of the Dark Side and stuff. Sabine, I think, is generally better off going wider.
Right, you want the bodies to rebel assault with. All right.
You don't want your stuff to be answered by one card. Dark Towning it up. These decks are so fucking the same. I miss now there are 2 of them as a card in like these kinds of decks. I think it was
the problem is I think Target Town beats that strategy soundly.
Yeah.
Soundly beats that strategy.
There's probably some kind of strategy for this matchup for the first turn. You don't want initiative, right? Certainly.
Yeah, I don't think you do because you want to damage the other person's thing first. But then again, Target Town might actually be better for the later drops because our early drops are just like kind of gonna cancel each other out.
Yeah. I feel like I give the edge to Quinlan just on vibes.
I think if you ever get Force Thrown, then Cad probably loses the game.
I mean, Force Throw, Qi'ra, Ahsoka feels pretty bad. Like a lot of stuff.
Let's roll for initiative. A 3.
A 3.
A 4.
A 4. 11. Okay. I'll give you initiative.
L3.
Play Greedo and Cad.
I'll take initiative.
I have McClunky. I'm wondering if it's like it's probably worth doing it. I'll McClunky. Kill and pass.
I'll play Cassian.
Play Houndstooth and Cad.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Take it for 3.
Thank you for 4.
I'm going to Falcon and damage the Houndstooth.
All 4 Lom in ambush. And then Cad.
I'll have the Falcon attack you for 3.
I will Tarkin Town the Falcon.
Target down Houndstooth.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Thank you for 4.
Ahsoka, discard a card. Quinlan, ping.
Discard McClunky. Play Mist Hunter. Cad.
Deploy Quinlan.
Take initiative.
Force 3.
Waylay.
3 damage. Attack you for 3.
Okay.
Pass.
Bazine. Oh Lord. I guess it's the force throw. And then I'll do Cad.
Oh, Fang Fighter, the Mist Hunter.
The Quinlan ability. To be clear, I'll deploy Cad.
Ahsoka's gonna attack you for 3.
I'll surprise strike Cad into Quinlan.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
Han, Cad.
I will play Cad. I'll Capture Han and the Fangfighter.
Attack you for 3.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Let's attack you with Cad. You can rescue one of these guys.
Rescue Han.
Draw 2.
Attack you for 3.
Thank you for 1.
Qi'ra. I'm going to choose Cad Playing.
Okay. Play Jabba. My top 8 cards. For a trick. I don't have a trick.
I think that's lucky for me.
Yeah, I'll use Cad.
I'll choose Qi'ra. I'll take initiative.
I'll play Boba Fett. And pass.
Gun Han for 8.
Dead. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was really supposed to be doing in that position, to be honest.
Cad's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I could have played Cad and recaptured Han. But I couldn't also get
enough damage to kill me.
Yeah.
I had the gorillas, but I think all that damage just goes to Bazine. And I also had a smuggled Cassian. So I think there was like a world where I could get enough damage. Slugging it out there.
Yeah, it was a very back and forth. I liked.
Yeah,
I liked
that
the
was
gameplay of it.
like, yeah. I kind of wish all of the game was that way sometimes, but
yeah, it was good.
Is the main already too optimized for this matchup? Tough to say. Oh, I think I just run this back. Not. I don't think the sideboard was set up for Cad. This sideboard was playing this thing, I think, for Sabine. Because it's a 5/3.
5/3 and ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you play it, and then it it shuts down Sabine's offense, or at the very least, if they like Darksaber Sabine or something, they're dumping. You get to dump 5 damage into it. If they don't bring Sabine out into it, it's like threatening her the whole time. So it's the best I could come up with is that's why that's in the sideboard, is that it seems pretty good against Sabine. Remember when everybody was playing that 5-drop Syndicate lackeys?
Yeah, they're legit.
I actually wonder if the clone sniper or the 4-drop one is fine in this deck. That might be better than that thing. Because they deploy Sabine, you play the snipers, you get to Quinlan, and then the sniper attacks into it and kills. The sniper has upside that it can kill other stuff as well. I'll give you initiative. How about that? See how you like it.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe? I don't know.
Smuggler.
L3, Quinlan, ping.
Take initiative.
Pass.
I'll play Spacer, Exhaust, and ping.
I'll play Guerrilla Soldier, so take 3 indirect damage.
I'll fight L3.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
Ahsoka.
Relentless Pursuit.
You took 1 damage on your base? Is that supposed to be there? I don't think it's supposed to be there, right? You didn't take any damage from the...
That's correct.
Okay. Alright, Relentless Pursuit's gone.
Take it for 2.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll Forlom. I'll make you do a damage.
I choose the Guerrilla Soldiers.
I will not ambush.
I'll take initiative.
I'll target town. Yes.
I'm gonna force throw.
Boba Fett.
Let's smash the spacer to pieces.
I'll Zuckus. I guess this doesn't matter. I'll ambush.
One card in hand.
Yep.
How about I Ahsoka you again?
Cad Playing.
I'll exhaust Forlom. And I'll do a damage with Quinlan in the Forlom.
I'll take initiative.
I'll deploy Quinlan.
They're +1/+1.
These sons of bitches off each other.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Am I actually deploying Quinlan here to a certain death? Quinlan will fight Forlom.
It's 5.
Pass.
Okay. McClunky Forlom. Damage Quinlan. Use Cat. Only 1 damage. Play Forlom, ambush. Holy Cat.
Take initiative.
Thank you for 4. Yes. Ahsoka. I'll discard Mist Hunter.
I'm gonna Quinlan Forlom, and then Ahsoka's gonna exhaust Cad.
Play Ruthless Raider. I will do 2 damage to Ahsoka. I'll do 2 to the A-wing. 2 base.
I'll take initiative.
All right, pass.
Seven. I'll force 3. Bang!
It's like maybe I shouldn't keep that, right? Like I'll do 2. But it sure is good if I play it. You just have so many cards that immediately get rid of it. The card I put down was like a ship. I'll attack you for 4.
Okay. I'll attack you for 3.
Take initiative.
We're gonna smuggle in a Cassian. Attack you for 3. Play green squadron A-wing. And pass.
Take it for 4. I didn't hear anything.
Hit you for 6 last turn, right? Ahsoka plus Cassian.
Yep.
Okay. Attack you for 3.
Play Zuckuss. Yeah, that's true. Mad about Tarkin Towns.
Two open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gun Ahsoka and hit you for 5.
Take initiative.
Cassian's gonna fight Zuckuss. We're gonna smuggle in another Cassian to fight Zuckuss.
Good lord. Okay.
And then pass.
Take it for 4.
Attack you for 3.
Play Zuckuss. Do 2 damage.
Let's use this thing.
I guess I forgot to do 2 damage last turn.
Surprise strike.
Yeah, you got it. It's real tough for Cad at that point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like crazy about having him do 4 damage a turn, and the reason I killed Zuckuss the previous turn was because Zuckuss plus any buff kills me.
I mean, so did Cad, because like Cad's surprise strike killed you.
Surprise strike, but not
the
gun.
Gun did not.
Gun did not kill me.
Yep.
So that reduced your outs. Mm-hmm. That was game 2.
Yep. I'm just on sideboard.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so that reduced the number of outs that you had. So, because you were gonna get to have initiative.
Okay. Sabine versus Quinlan.
And rematch
in the finals. Yeah, this is about how it goes.
So it goes.
I probably should have. I did not sideboard in the new Good to Me Deads. I put in Lurking TIE Phantoms because I thought it was like good against Quinlan Voss pings, but I don't really think that was the right call.
I think it dies to everything.
They died to all your space stuff. Yeah, like, you just play like Falcon.
Yeah.
And answer it in immediately, and then I'm kind of in a bad place.
Yeah, you paid 3 mana for something that like did 2 damage to the Falcon.
This is not the right sleeve.
My God.
This is not right.
It invalidates the Qi'ra win.
I didn't even notice it during that game. It's funny. I'll just use this sideboard. What, am I an idiot?
Are all the...
Okay.
Are all the sideboard ones the wrong color?
No. No, they're not.
Okay.
They're fine. Yeah.
I know. Unbelievable. To choose to do this on camera.
Do you think cheaters hate the invention of the camera and like recording devices and shit?
I think they're sickos.
How much do you think? How easy do you think cheating was like in the 50s? People cheating at chess.
Oh well, I mean, card counting, right?
Like card counting.
Like the thing is now like numbers are just more widely understood by more people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the same percentage of the population, but I mean, there's just like a larger population. But the thing about like card counting in casinos and whatnot is that like.
How'd you even learn how to do it? Someone had to teach you how to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't just go to the internet or the library even.
Yeah.
There may have been books about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually an incredible amount of stuff in the last like 150 years as far as just like numbers in general.
Yeah. Math been popping off.
Math is low key goated.
It's low key goated.
Figuring things out is the vibe. And there's like an infamous article written in like I got a 3, so I think maybe I take initiative here. There's like an infamous article written in like the 1920s, maybe it was 1910s, where they like sat down and they mathematically proved why the human body was incapable of running a 4-minute mile. Right? It's like, you know, they just sat down and did all this stuff, and there's like within 15 years somebody ran a 4-minute mile. So
fuck you, math. You don't know anything.
This is actually, you know what? This is an unorthodox keep, but
I'm glad I don't have to do 33 damage this game.
Spark.
Okay.
Let's get Sabine.
All right. I'll ping.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
Play Cassian.
I'll ping.
I will take initiative.
Lieutenant. Yes.
I'm going to Qi'ra. I think that's more important. But no, Qi'ra.
Qi'ra.
I'll choose K2.
Thank you for 3.
I'll fight the fleet lieutenant.
Thing.
I'll take initiative.
Deploy fleet lieutenant for 6.
For 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
For 5. Pass.
Oh, Cassian killed the fleet lieutenant. I think that's what's kind of stupid about this game is about this matchup is that like I've had like complete control of the game and it doesn't fucking matter. I'm like I've taken so much damage.
Take it for 3.
Yeah. We will have Qi'ra attack you for 3.
I'll play Poe.
I will play Quinlan.
Take it.
I will force throw you.
Peacekeeper.
I'll do the 3 damage. We'll do it to Poe. I'll Tarkentown Poe. I'll attack you for 3. I'll play the Falcon. I'll have the Falcon attack you for 3. And then I'll pass. We'll pay to keep the Falcon around.
Take it for 3.
I need 13 damage. I see 9 damage. I will attack you for 3.
Oh, for a cause. Keep Wrecker. You only do 3 damage.
I'm sorry, if you could only do 3 damage.
Only did 3, right?
Yeah, you did. Die to ECL Wrecker. So stupid. I am dumb because I also resourced a Qi'ra, so I could like reset Qi'ra on Wrecker. So I think like that's not. It's not like. Attack you for 3.
Take initiative.
Attack you for 3. So good. Die to UCL Wrecker.
Yeah. Sport. Alright, what comes in here? Nothing. Straight up nothing. Sundari is pretty good, I guess.
Guess it's something like this.
No, Wrecker then destroys a resource and then ambushes into Quinlan for 5 damage or for 6 damage, right?
Yeah. The problem is his Wrecker's overwhelm plus his ability to do 5 damage to somebody. So he just puts Quinlan. I mean, I guess in theory, what I could do, in theory I could have Quinlan attack into Sabine, and then he goes to 5 health. And so maybe that's, but there, I think I still lose.
Because he's like, then I had a Sabine attack, because then you're losing damage for like pressuring me. Because so that's a Sabine attack for 3, and you're at 22.
So actually, 23. So I had the gun. So maybe the play is, I gun, instead of playing Ahsoka, I gun Quinlan into Sabine, killing Sabine, and then my ground units are 5 health, and so Wrecker can only hit me for 2. That was probably the play, so I probably misplayed. I probably punted, but I didn't think through the line. So I think that is what, that's probably what I should have done. But that's why we play these games, right? Is to try to find those situations.
Yeah.
So
First turn, I was worried that you just won the game with the spark.
Yeah, I was actually debating just passing. Because if you took initiative there, then I could play my 3-drop into your 3-drop and then kill it. Mm-hmm. But the problem is Sabine can just... with Sabine, you can just ignore... you can just use her ability as a stall. I don't know. We'll try that. We'll get rid of these. Get rid of these, sideboard in those. We'll see what that does. So that might have been the play. Damage my Quinlan so that way Wrecker can't just dump 5 damage into it and then trample over and kill me.
Also had Sindari, so like I guess if you had done that, I could have played Sindari, because then I'm less threatened. And then you have a chance to take initiative. I don't know. Where do you want initiative going?
I think I take it. I think it's still better if I have initiative. That game, if I had had any kind of like clock to go with the keeping your stuff in check, I would have been in pretty good shape. Okay. All right, I'll play the Crafty Smuggler.
Anyway.
I'll take initiative.
Bang. Pass.
Take you for 2.
Take you for 3.
I'll spark you. I'm gonna tell Forecast to go to hell.
Seems reasonable. I'll play A-Wing.
I will take initiative.
Sabine. No Fleet Lieutenant, yeah. I pass.
I'm gonna Ahsoka.
Rebel Assault. Okay. Take it for 3.
Take it for 2.
Take it for 3.
Take initiative.
Ping. Man, I wish I had Metal Ceremony. Deploy. Attack you for 3. And then I'll play Sabine's Masterpiece. I'll pass.
I'll force 3.
K2.
Blow up Sabine's Masterpiece.
Thank you for 3.
I'll deploy Quinlan.
Attack you for 3.
Just die. I just die.
Attack you for 3.
This matchup is terrible.
Yeah.
It feels.
Yeah. I think Quinlan has struggled against Sabine pretty hard.
Matchup feels terrible.
Well, Sabine won our tournament too, so
Nerf Sabine.
really makes you think. Really makes you think. All right, so our Forge is established. Obviously, the Forge decks are subject to change at any time. Usually we'll take a deck we'll brew a deck and run it up against 2 other Forge decks, play a match, see how it does. Probably won't want to play Sabine every single stream because frick this crap. It's really tight, and usually one action either way. Yeah. The thing is, when you're playing 25 health base against Sabine, you're just like,
yeah, it's possible.
It's tough.
It's possible I should just or I should give him the initiative that way. Whatever he plays, I can target down off the jump.
Yeah.
And then it's me responding to his stuff as it slowly trickles onto the field. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to go, but I don't know. It doesn't feel good. Like I'm not confident. Not confident in Quinlan's chances here. So
there you go. New meta. Fun. There's no Django. There's still no Django.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sabine's probably the egregious one, right? Because the problem is the deck's still... The Sabine deck is still doing the same shit it was doing 8 months ago.
But even slightly better because of Masterpiece. It's like
I think it's slightly better because of like Luke and Chewbacca, right?
Luke and
so
Chewbacca,
like both of them do stuff for the control matchup that was vitally important for the deck, right?
Masterpiece is your space ECL target where you didn't really have one before, too.
Yeah,
it's very powerful.
Right, like Sabine's Masterpiece is probably better than the Falcon in that deck, right? The reason to play Sabine yellow was because of Surprise Strikes Gun and Falcon.
Yeah,
and then if you just get rid of those and put in Chewbacca's, Luke's, and Sabine's Masterpiece, then the deck has like really important tools that it didn't have access to before. So yeah, same as the old meta.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, Sabine won't be around forever, right? So only another
8 months,
like
ish.
Yeah, only like another. Maybe. 10.
Yeah. Well,
maybe like
or maybe it's another like 2 weeks when they restrict her.
Yeah, maybe.
It's very possible she gets restricted.
Could be. I mean, yeah. I mean, like if the game just turns into Sabine all the time again, then I could see it.
Yeah. Or the problem is like Sabine being so good just warps the meta around having to be able to beat Sabine.
Right. I mean, she basically makes all decks start with 5 fewer health. Right. Ping, deploy, attack.
Like even the Data Vault turn enough to stop her.
Yeah.
It's at 33 health. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like the problem with Data Vault is it makes your vigilances and top targets that much harder to find, right?
And apparently you just play Data Vault with her and it's fine.
Yeah.
You do really well.
Because you are ahead in health compared to the other Sabine decks.
Alrighty. Thanks for watching, y'all. Like I said, we'll be back this week for more forging. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you then. Happy Star Wars Day also.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.